So it's time for another contest entry, guys. Time to win a prize.
Honey bear,
Hello, and welcome to another video. Now, today it's going to be a contest entry. Sorry, I can't speak properly. To my very good friend James Laubhans. Now, James has a fantastic channel. As I've said it many times before on this channel, you guys know how much I adore James's channel. He's fantastic. We've done a video together on our Eric Clapton collection. Be sure to go back and check it out. Fantastic video we made together. You know, he's just got one of the best channels in the VC period. He's got so intelligent, you know, so much about music. If you want to see diverse, interesting, exotic even I'd use, music, go check out his channel. It's fantastic. The guy knows how to keep his videos so entertaining. He's got so much information to provide for us all. That's why his channel is one of the best. He's just fantastic. You've got to go check him out. He's like the highlight of the VC now, I'd say. Because when it comes to vinyls, this guy knows everything. So James, congratulations doing the contest. You know, you come up with a fantastic contest here. We've got to try and predict his top 10. His top 10 albums of 2015. Now this is difficult for me because I don't listen to too much new music. So the key is, for people taking part, you've got to have paid close attention to his videos. Because in his videos he's shown all of these, I presume he's shown most of these albums that are in his top 10. So it's really about how well we follow his channel. And you know, James, I hope that my list works out well for you. So I'm going to try and keep the video short for you, because I'm sure you're going to get loads of entries, and I don't want to keep you too long, because you're probably going to have quite a few videos to watch, I reckon. But before I get started, two really quick announcements. Number one, sorry I haven't made a video in a while, just been really busy. Second, thank you guys so much for helping me get to 900 subs. There will be a Q&A on the way. I know, another one. I'm not going to do Q&As every 100 subs anymore, because I'm doing way too many, to be honest. But I did promise some people I'd do a Q&A at 900, so there will be another Q&A on the way. But anyway, down to the top 10. Before I do it, I want to give a few really quick honourable mentions. These albums are albums which I've talked to James about a lot. How many have I got here, my honourable mentions? I have 6. And, you know, they didn't quite make the top 10 list, but I want to give them all shout-outs, because I talked to James about these albums a lot this year, and I know that he's a big fan of all of these too. So I've got Diana Krall's Wallflower, Jeff Lindsay Alone in the Universe, Jose Gonzalo, Vinyl Williams, and probably my second favourite album of the year maybe, The Lone Bellow, Then Came the Morning. And then James actually isn't including this album in his top 10 list because the album only came out 4 days ago. So, you know, he'd already started the contest, so he said he wasn't going to include it. But I know James is... I don't think you actually got it this year. I think that for some reason your mail, they're delivering it late for some reason. But I know James is so excited to get this album, and I'm not trying to show it off or anything, but you're going to be really impressed with the new Coldplay album, mate, I can tell you that. So there's some honourable mentions for you, James. Okay, now we're going to get exciting. Okay, everything's getting exciting now. We're getting on to the actual top 10 list. So what do I think James Laubhans, Vinyl Collector James's top 10 list will be for this year? Now, it's a bit different to some other videos I've seen. Because coming in at number 10 is an album which everyone's been putting first. And the reason I've put this album at number 10 is because I know, James, that you're not a biased person with your favourite artists. You will gladly say, like when one of our favourites, when McCartney has done a bad album, for example, I know, James, you will say, yeah, it wasn't great. I know, because, you know, you've got such a good understanding of music. So, but, not saying this is a bad album, it's made the top 10, but I don't think you're going to put it as number 1. I don't think you will. I don't think that biasness in you will make you put it at number 1. Biasness. Is that a word? But it's going to be Adele's 25 coming in at number 10. And then we're going to move on to number 9. Now I'm gonna be honest. I don't know all of these albums that well, so I'm sorry if I pronounce some wrong. We've got Courtney Barnett's new album. Sometimes I sit and think. I've heard you mention it a few times, mate. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know much about that one. That one's new to me. I really haven't checked that one out. Now this album I have checked out because you were showing me it when you got it. And I remember this one. Riley Walker, Primrose Green. There we go, that's that one. You can tell I don't have much to say on these. I don't know too much about these albums. Okay, now we're going to move on to what was one of the coolest albums this year. I remember when you got this and you showed me on Skype when we were talking once. And the cover to this album, it was making my eyes go funny. I was like, wow, this is cool. So we got Time in Palmer and Currents. I think that's what the album's called. I can't read my own handwriting now. I'm looking at it. I've made my list. I've made my list and everything. I was struggling so much to come up with the list. I ended up doodling because my brain was like having a malfunction. So coming in at number 7 is Tame Impala, Currents. I hope that one's okay. Oh, I'm struggling here. So coming in at number 6 is going to be Richard Hawley's Hello Meadows. Don't know much about that one. Again, same thing. You know, I've heard you talk about that one a lot, so I thought, you know, that'd be a good one, I think. And then here we've got one which I'm pretty sure is going to be in your top 10, because of course it's a member of the band Elbow, and I know you're a big Elbow fan. So it's going to be Guy Garvey, and his new album is called Courting the Squall. I remember the album cover to that one. I went on a spectacular album cover. That was the 3D one, I believe. So that was really cool. Great stuff there. That one's really memorable in my mind just because of the cover. Coming in at number 4 is actually an album which I own as well. And I must say, love this record. It's fantastic. We've got Melody Gardot's new album, Currency of Men. And James has even said that it's his favourite Melody Gardot album. And she has 3, especially her middle album. Fantastic albums out there already, so you know, great masterpiece there, definitely. Number 3 is the other album I own, Father John Misty's I Love You Honey Bear. This was a fantastic album, come out very early 2015, and I just remember people in the VC going crazy about it. And I think in the end, James, you ended up buying like 4 copies of it, sending them out as VCLT because you just wanted to get other people into this album because that's how much you were enjoying it. I thought that's got to be a safe bet because I know it's a great album. I know you love it, and you know the fact that you've been trying to get a lot of people into it. I think that's a pretty good hint there. Okay, so now we're moving into number 2 here, and number 2 is an interesting one. I remember when you got this album, and I don't know much about this guy, but I remember the cover. I'm not gonna lie, mate. I didn't like the cover on this one. But I remember how excited you were. That's why it's been quite memorable. I thought that's definitely got me in the top 10, I reckon. So I'm going with John Grant's new album. It's called Grey Tickles, is that? Tell you, I really should have done better handwriting for this. Because I do this all the time when I'm doing my Q&As. I rush it all down. I can't read my own handwriting. And Black Pressure. So John Grant's new album's coming in at number 2, mate. And then number one, okay, here we are. Now, I really struggled here on number 1 because the top 3 that I had, it was like, what order do I put them in? But number 1, I went with Beach House, Depression Cherry. You know, that was a really cool album for you. I remember how excited you were with the Velcro and the fabric cover. It was just so cool, I must say. It was like, yep, I would take that one just for the packaging, and I know that you've enjoyed the hell out of the music as well, mate. So anyway, that's it for this video. James, you've got one of the most awesome channels out there, period. Fantastic contest idea, great. Fantastic taste in music, epic knowledge when it comes to music. So if you haven't checked his channel out, head over there now and do it. Yeah, that's it. Nice contest, mate. Hope it all goes well for you. Take care, everyone, and I'll speak to you guys later. See ya.
My hand and saying I told you so, boys.